In this video, we'll talk about what is server-side rendering and why it is important. So if you look at the response sent by the browser when requesting a React site, it will look something like this. There is this HTML page. After this HTML page is returned to the browser will download the app.js file, which is specified in the script tags. Thus, our app will not render before the JavaScript downloads, so we will have a blank HTML with nothing to see. So what this means to the end user? There are a few issues with this. The first one is that users on a slow internet connection will have a very bad experience. Also, the search engines will not be able to index your page. The search engine crawlers will see an empty HTML page and it will have difficulty navigating between pages on your app. Thus, your website will have a very hard time trying to get to the top of the search engine results. So server-side rendering comes in to rescue you from this issue. It allows you to generate content-full HTML on the server and send back the HTTP response. Once the JavaScript downloads on the browser, it takes over. This way you will have something inside the body tags in the HTML file, and search engines will be able to index your page a lot better. The trick here is to server-side render parts of your application which are public-facing and are important to be indexed. So if you understand why you need server-side rendering, watch out my next video in this series where I explain in details how to implement server-side rendering in React. It is also quite possible that in future all major search engines will be able to index single-page applications more easily. With the idea of PWAs, also known as progressive web applications, everything is getting browser-centric. PWA is essentially an application which works across all devices with single code base, which is JavaScript. Thus, they are installable, but you don't have to go to the App Store. So the demand for skillful JavaScript engineers is going to increase in the future. In future, I will make another video on PWAs and dig into the coding part of how to use service workers, manifest files, and how to make the apps responsive, so that we can call the app a progressive web app, and it can be run on mobile apps and on mobile devices and on browsers as well. So stay tuned and please watch the next video in which I show you how to code server-side rendering into a React application using an Express server.